Pain's already here. It showed up with the rent, with the alarm clock, with the broken promises and fake-ass smiles. Woke up beside you, ate breakfast with you, walked out the door in your shadow. So stop pretending there's a version of life without it. You're already bleeding somewhere, even if you're too numb to feel it yet. That ache in your chest, that low-level static in your brain, that's the price of ignoring it. Pain don't ask for permission. It collects interest. Comfort's not peace. It's sedation. It's a padded cell with good Wi-Fi and slow death on auto-renew. Discipline hurts, but it's sharp, clean. Regret? Regret is a dull blade, dragging across the same scar year after year while you smile and nod and pretend everything's fine. The body hurts after the gym. The mind hurts in silence. The soul? The soul rots when you choose soft over strong, when you lie to yourself and call it rest. That dream you keep seeing, it's dying every time you hit snooze. Every skipped rep, every excuse, every tomorrow. That's another nail in the coffin of the version of you that could have been a fucking monster. You were never meant to be comfortable. You were built for war, but the enemy ain't out there. It's you. It's always been you. So what'll it be? The pain of becoming, or the pain of watching yourself decay in real time? Pick your poison, swallow it whole, and own every goddamn consequence. Because the pain is coming either way. Might as well make it worth something. You can't cheat the system, not this one. Not the one built in blood and time and sleepless nights. Pain's the tax on existence. You breathe, you owe. You want more, you owe more. Skip leg day, cool. Walk weak. Dodge the grind, fine. But don't cry when your dreams ghost you. You think comfort's a hack? It's a goddamn scam. It charges you everything, but the fee shows up later, in stretch marks on your soul, in dust collecting on your ambition. Go ahead, scroll all day, eat trash, numb out. But when the silence hits, when the room's quiet and it's just you and your own bullshit, that's when the bill comes due. And it's always higher than expected. The winners, they're hurting too. Don't get it twisted, but their pain's clean. It's chosen, aimed, locked in. It builds. Yours, it drags. Pain can be the blade that sharpens, or the chain that breaks your back. You don't get to skip the fire. You just choose how you burn. Break your body to build strength, or break your mind carrying regret. Either way, you will suffer. So suffer with purpose, suffer with direction, suffer like a fucking weapon. Or keep pretending you're special, that you're the one who can live soft and still win. That's fantasy. This is reality. And in reality, pain's the gatekeeper. No one gets through clean. No one's coming, not the mentor, not the miracle, not the savior you daydream about when shit gets too loud. The cavalry ain't late. It doesn't exist. The mess, yours. The fix, also yours. Can't keep blaming parents, friends, trauma, timing, the system, the economy, the algorithm. Every excuse is just another layer of chains you wrapped around your own ankles. You made the choices. You swallowed the lies. You knew better. And you still hit repeat. The trap was never out there. It's the voice in your head whispering, it's fine to wait. The voice lying through its teeth while your potential bleeds out on the floor. There's no cheat code, no reset button, no divine audit where someone wipes your slate clean just because you meant well. This is debt paid in blood, time, and sweat. And it's due every damn day. Stop outsourcing responsibility. Stop acting like your life is some broken machine you don't remember building. The blueprint's yours. The wiring, yours too. So grab the damn tools and start tearing down the weak parts. Own it all. The laziness, the fear, the fake confidence, the skipped work, the watered-down goals. Call it out. Rip the mask off. You want power? Start where the real ones start, with the mirror. Because the second you stop pointing fingers and start making fists, that's the second life stops owning you, and you start owning everything. When the noise dies, when the screens go black, when no one's watching and it's just you and the quiet, that's the real test. Can you meet your own eyes without flinching? Can you stand in front of that mirror and not feel disgust crawl up your spine? Forget how loud you bark in public. Forget the curated confidence. Forget the temporary high of validation. The mirror knows. It sees the skipped reps, the promises broken in silence, the shortcuts taken with a smile. It sees the coward you dress up as just tired, the fraud you feed with cheap dopamine and half-assed effort. And you feel it, that gut-level guilt, that whisper that says, you could have gone harder. You could have stayed in the fire longer. You chose easy. Again. The mirror doesn't lie. It reflects every choice. Every time you backed down, every time you talked instead of moved, every time you chased comfort like it was purpose. You don't need motivation, you need confrontation. Stand there, look at the version of you that could have been a weapon, and admit you let him starve. Then do something about it. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Now, the mirror will keep watching. Make it proud, or get used to looking away. Potential is a graveyard, full of people who almost made it. Could have been something, should have done more. All buried under the same headstone. They had promise. Nobody gives a fuck. Not about your ideas, not about your talent, not about what you would do if things were just a little different. The world moves on. Fast, cold, unbothered. It doesn't wait for the wounded, the lazy, or the ones still building confidence on training wheels. You either produce or disappear. You think the mountain cares that your knees hurt? Think the deadline gives a shit about your mental block? Think the dream waits at the door while you scroll, snack, and stall? It doesn't. It gets handed to the one who shows up despite the bullshit. The one who works when no one's clapping. The one who turns pressure into fuel and silence into strategy. No participation trophies in real life. No gold stars for intentions. The scoreboard don't care how you feel. You put in the reps, or you don't. You rise, or you rot. You execute, or you evaporate into the noise with the rest of the almosts. Let that hit. Let it fucking sting. Because pain's the only voice this world respects. Earn your place or step aside. Legacy don't care who you were, only who you became when it mattered. Pain is currency. Spend it right. Stack every loss like bricks. Lay every failure like stone. Bleed into the blueprint and build something ruthless. Every early morning, add it to the wall. Every skipped party, cement. Every, nah, I'm good when comfort came knocking. Rebar in the spine. They called it sacrifice. You called it construction. This ain't self-help. This is self-destruction with purpose. Burning down the weak parts to make space for the monster. Rejection? Good. That's proof you showed up. That's the universe asking, how bad do you want it? Doubt. Fuel. They whisper you're not ready. Let them. Build quietly. Let the roar come later. Every time you suffer and don't fold, you evolve. You earn scars that speak louder than words ever could. Stack enough pain, and the man that rises from it isn't the one who started. It's the version that doesn't flinch, doesn't beg, doesn't break. The one who walks through fire and drags legacy behind him like a war trophy. You want results? Then suffer like someone who means it. You want a name worth remembering? Bleed for it in silence. Train while they sleep. Study while they talk. Grind while they doubt. Brick by brick, scar by scar. Sacrifice by sacrifice. Build the beast, then set it loose. Discipline ain't a cage, it's the key. The world lied, told you that freedom meant doing whatever, whenever. But that's not freedom. That's decay with a smile on it. Real freedom? Waking up with power in your chest and silence in your soul. No guilt, no regret, just clarity. You suffer either way, but discipline makes it count. Discipline cashes the pain into power. It sharpens, it cleans, it carves. Undisciplined pain, it lingers, it festers, it eats your time, your self-respect, your future. The difference between a beast and a ghost is repetition. One shows up, rain or fire. The other waits for motivation like a drug addict begging for one last hit of inspiration. Discipline don't care how you feel, and that's why it works. You think it's punishment because you've been coddled, because soft hands can't lift heavy dreams, because the mirrors never yelled back, not loud enough, not hard enough. Every no you tell your weakness is a yes to your freedom. That alarm you answered at 4 a.m., freedom. That rep you pushed when everything screamed quit, freedom. That lonely grind, freedom. It's not the chains that break you. It's the weight of what you refuse to carry. So carry it. The pain, the pressure, the discipline, carry it all. Not because you have to, but because it's the path to becoming untouchable. Discipline is the real flex. Everything else is decoration. 2 doors, no map, no guide, no audience, just you and the truth. Behind one, the pain of becoming. Cold mornings, heavy lifts, long nights, isolation, sweat, silence. But on the other side, power. Not just strength, freedom. Behind the other, the pain of regret. Soft beds, easy choices, cheap highs, comfort that rots slow. On the other side, nothing. Just echoes of what could have been. So choose. Not tomorrow. Not after one more scroll, one more excuse, one more just this once. Now, run toward the pain that builds. Clench your teeth, feel it bite, let it forge, or run from it. And let the pain of your own cowardice eat you alive, inch by inch, until you can't even look yourself in the eye. No one's forcing you, no one's watching. That's what makes this real. You want greatness? Pay in pain? You want peace? Bleed for it? You want legacy? Die to your old self every fucking day until nothing soft remains. This is the moment. There will never be another. You either rise or rot. Choose your pain.